How L-theanine will change your morning coffee forever. An article written by Michael Brooks from medium.com. I love coffee. I'm that guy in the lunchroom whirling his handheld coffee grinder at 8 a.m. like some paper grinder aficionado. But I won't lie, I will settle when the laziness sets in. I've been spoiled by our fancy coffee machines. I can't help it. Starbucks medium and light roasts, for example. They're pretty good, especially compared to what I'm used to elsewhere. But if you just happen to get me started on the mellow Palheta Butterfly Kiss or Pilot's Kenyan Blend, game over. Strange enough, not everyone is fanatical as I am. For some bizarre reason, not everyone owns a pour over, an AeroPress, and multiple French presses. Who? The truth. Most people could care less about savoring that morning cup of coffee. When I ask team members, friends, or family why they drink coffee, most admit it's not out of enjoyment. Sure, that latte is pretty tasty, but there's more to coffee than just a sweet, creamy treat. The main reason for waking up and running to Tim Hortons, turning on the Keurig, or grinding beans for their French press is that coffee makes them feel focused, productive, and alert. Yes, coffee can actually be enjoyed. I'm living proof, but many have adopted it as part of a wholly daily routine. I love the bold and delicate flavors or various roasts. But as much as I enjoy coffee, it's also a tool. A tool I use every day that helps me get things done and keeps me on track. We've used it as a way for hundreds of years. Why? You can thank me high levels of caffeine, a naturally occurring compound found in lesser amounts in cocoa, tea, Camellia sinensis, which includes black, green, white, and other teas, and yerba mate. Do you remember your first cup? Do you remember the rush, the clarity, and the energy? Nothing compares. This stimulant puts us in the zone. It helps us focus and gives us energy and alertness, which is precisely why so many North Americans enjoy at least one cup of coffee each and every day. But have you ever had too much coffee? Have you ended up feeling anxious or jittery? Can't sit still? Have a sudden case of the shakes? Can't focus? Riddled by headaches? These are just some of the side effects of high caffeine intake, or in some cases caffeine sensitivity, and they suck. So perhaps you avoid caffeine and or coffee because of the jitters, the increased heart rate and feeling of anxiety. Maybe right now in your current relationship with coffee, you want something more. You expect something more. Sure. Maybe you've accepted the coffee at work tastes terrible. Maybe it's bearable after 3 packets of sugar and a few splashes of cream. But it does owe you more. What if I told you there was a scientifically proven cost-effective way to make coffee work harder for you? What if you could reduce the jitters and anxiety from coffee, but also amplify the good side effects of caffeine? Who doesn't want to squeeze just a little more productivity out of their day? I certainly do. Let me introduce my favorite new compound called L-theanine. L-theanine, the friendly amino acid. L-theanine is an amino acid extracted from the leaves of Camellias sinensis, the fancy plant name for the common tea plant. It's actually responsible for some of the savory notes in green tea and is a common relaxant, often mixed with other natural supplements to induce feeling of calm and relaxation. Also known as a nootropic, a cognitive enhancer, and 100% legal in this case, theanine can help improve cognitive function. However, its most significant benefit is its ability to reduce mental fatigue and stress in humans. L-theanine affects the brain in a number of ways. Acting as an anxiolytic, it is known to amplify alpha brain waves, allowing for a type of calm, alertness, and even heightened creativity. Theanine has also been shown to boost levels of GABA, as well as other hormones and compounds that promote calm, focus, regulated mood, and more. By itself, L-theanine is effective nootropic, but when combined with caffeine, there is a pronounced synergistic effect. This means you experience heightened focus, awareness, and energy, as well as reduced stress and improved mental endurance to even higher levels. Again, sounds too good to be true, right? There must be some negative side effects. Luckily, L-theanine has been shown to have basically zero levels of toxicity. Dependency or tolerance, meaning you could theoretically take large doses every day without negative side effects. Personally, I enjoy L-theanine as a sleeping aid in higher doses, 500 milligrams or so. When combined with ketogenic diet, I've had some of my deepest, most restful sleeps when supplementing L-theanine. L-theanine's mechanism aren't all completely understood yet, but they are very well documented. I suggest you do a little research and see for yourself. It's the safest nootropic out there, even more so than the caffeine from your coffee. Dosing caffeine and L-theanine. So how does one take caffeine and L-theanine together? The simplest method would be to take a caffeine capsule and an L-theanine capsule half an hour before you want to experience the effects. The ratio of caffeine to theanine is generally 1 to 100 milligrams of caffeine with 200 milligrams of theanine. Most theanine and caffeine capsules are available in 100 milligram doses, so that would mean taking one 100 milligrams caffeine capsule, generally the same amount of caffeine in 1 cup of coffee. and 2 100 milligrams theanine capsules. But this is not always the case, so be sure to check all and any labels. But the method above is probably a little less realistic. Caffeine capsules or bulk powder can be difficult a hold of mainly due to its potency. What most people, including myself, are more likely to do is to take theanine capsules or theanine powder with coffee as their caffeine source. In this case, take 200 milligrams, oftentimes 2 100 milligrams theanine capsules, with a cup of coffee. I usually add my theanine powder straight to my coffee. It doesn't taste like much, but you might prefer the capsules. Simple. Adding L-theanine to your morning routine is quick, easy, and for many makes a notable difference to their day. What's even better is that you can enjoy theanine on an empty stomach, with or without food, and its effectiveness won't be inhibited. Some nootropics like Pinibut run into absorption problems with excess food and liquid. Unlike many other nootropics, the caffeine-theanine combo is very well documented, extremely safe, and works great multiple times a day. Just don't take caffeine at night if you can. Personal recommendations. Below I've listed a few recommendations. The majority of these are from my vendors of choice. Nootropic Depot, which has an incredible track record when it comes to quality, transparency, and customer service. The links below are affiliate links. If you are uncomfortable using them, you can Google Nootropics Depot in addition to the name of the product. If you do happen to click my links, many may thank for your support. Your contribution helped me create valuable content in the realm of self-improvement, nootropics, and other fields. Okay, let's see. 1. If you want the most economical option or want more control to experiment with your ideal dosage, so there is a link. I will leave the link in the description of the video. It's economical, seriously, at 1,250 servings. If you prefer 100 milligram doses of L-theanine for under $12, you can order a tube and use it well over a year if you took it every single day. You can choose your delivery method with L-theanine powder. You can mix it with water, blend it in a smoothie, make a paste, and take it sublingual, or just add it straight to your cup of coffee. Pure L-theanine powder has a very faint taste. Instead of being extremely bitter or sour like many other nootropics, L-theanine has an almost pleasant umami-like taste. This is why shade grown green tea has those extremely rich, flavorful notes. L-theanine builds up in the leaves in higher quantities when tea plants are deprived of sunlight, and the resulting liquor of said tea is rich and savory. Being able to experiment with your ideal dosage can be key, especially if you've never taken L-theanine before. Using pure powder gives you the flexibility, especially if you want to limit or increase your caffeine intake disproportionately. 2. If you want L-theanine in capsule form for easy, consistent dosages, Nootropics Depot L-theanine capsules 200 milligrams. It is a link I will leave in the description of this video. For most, nothing beats a capsule. It's relatively cheap. Nootropics Depot is cheaper than just about any other brand I've come across, especially when you order large quantities. And at 200 milligrams per dose, most people won't feel tired of or lazy when paired with caffeine source of around 100 milligrams, a large, light or medium roast coffee. 3. If you want the absolute fastest delivery of L-theanine and prefer sublingual application, Nootropics Depot L-theanine sublingual solution. It's a link I will leave in the description of this video. Sublingual L-theanine is a little more experimental and thus more expensive per dose on average. But some anecdotal accounts have found they prefer sublingual L-theanine when you need quick relief from stress, need a bit of night cup, or took caffeine earlier and need fast working L-theanine to counteract the negative effects. 4. If you know the exact ratio you need of caffeine and L-theanine, or just want to get the effects of caffeine and L-theanine with one capsule, Nootropics Depot Caffeine plus L-theanine capsules 2 1 and 1:2 ratio available. Another link that I will leave in the description. The advantage to caffeine and L-theanine blended in capsule form is that you get a consistent dose every single time. Once you know your ideal ratio and dosage, it's never a guessing game. Caffeine and L-theanine in capsule form are quite affordable. If you buy a coffee daily, a caffeine capsule, let alone a L-theanine and caffeine capsule, it's more cost effective. So if you're only looking for that buzz from coffee, these capsules might just do the trick. Okay, thank you for listening. This was an article written by Michael Brooks from medium.com. If you like it, please give a like to this video and share. Thank you.